Well, you know, it is a rather blustery day out here at Farmington Gardens. I'm with Claire, and we've snuck into a greenhouse, Claire, to get away from some of the wind, but everybody talks about fall and winter interest in the garden. Now, there's a lot of things you can use for that, but you've got some special ideas that we've lined up here, so let's just jump right into them with a rather stunning conifer that I see standing beside you.
Yeah, here's a little spiral Alberta spruce, and the topiaries and the conifers are on my list for my latest favorites. One of the things that I was thinking about them is that in the yard with all of the other plants that all have things to do, they lose their leaves, they berry, they fruit, they drop down underground, they come back up in the spring. The conifers are always sort of stately and standing there going, what's going on here? So I like the conifers. They're great structure in the garden over winter and very hardy.
They're such a workhorse. They often go unacknowledged, but really you take them out of a garden and you notice the difference right away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I put them in containers for a couple of years and then eventually drop them into the garden.
Very versatile and beautiful. Now, this is a breathtaking hydrangea. So tell us, first of all, why you like them so much in the garden.
I like the hydrangeas because I think it is an overlooked fall interest plant.
Yeah.
Because of the fall colors, the way that the leaves turn to this grape purple here, and because the hydrangeas have such diversity in their bloom also. This is the bluebird here. Here's the little lamb hydrangea, and you can see the color range with the chartreuse and the white and the blush.
They're really just beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous
and
plants.
easy to take care of in the garden. They're not a temperamental plant.
No, you can't go wrong with these. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really stunning. Now, on a smaller level, you have some Katinas. Now, these can get large as a shrub.
They can.
But you can easily prune them back too. And tell us about this dark-leafed one.
This is, now I can't remember, sorry.
That's what tags are for.
That's the royal purple.
Yeah.
There's a number of different Katinas. This one holds that really dark color that I think is a nice contrast in the garden against some of the greens and the variegation in other leaves.
And let's not forget the beautiful spring, you know, smoky pink bloom on it is quite stunning.
Absolutely. And I keep mine quite small.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah,
and this is another variety here, but this one is just a beautiful color too.
Yeah, that's Grace, and she is showing off her fall colors right now.
And what a great tie-in to plants like this, which I'm pretty sure this might be one of your favorite plants in the fall.
It's another one of the new favorites. That's the Powwow Barbary, and you can see that it has just a whole range, the whole gambit of fall
vibrantly colored.
Yeah.
I mean, it really looks intense. And again, another plant that's really easy to maintain in the garden.
Very easy. And another great spot about this, along with some of these others like the Ascot Rainbow, Euphorbia here, the Ceanothus Diamond Heights, is that in our slightly gray winters that we have in Oregon here, these things really brighten up.
Well, and you know, that's the fun thing too, is even just, whether you're doing a container or your actual garden, I mean, look at those things together. Yeah. You can really create beauty and drama even through the winter here. Now, the Euphorbias will, unless it's a hard winter, they pretty much are evergreen.
They will be.
And then they'll have the bloom too, which, speaking of evergreen, let's talk about this fern.
The Japanese holly fern is an evergreen fern. Again, the sword fern, Japanese holly fern. There's a number of ferns in the Pacific Northwest that are pretty much evergreen, unless you get a crushing snow.
Yeah.
You know, which is...
Or a 16-degree winter like we had last year. Now, also with these, I find that another plant that I think, especially here in the Portland area, we just underuse. There are so many ferns that do well here. And a lot of times they don't get put in our gardens.
It's true. It's true.
And this Ceanothus, now you said about the color of the leaves, it also still has the lovely light blue bloom of some of the other Ceanothus.
It does. It does. Like the Victoria, some of the things, they're great, sturdy, pretty drought-resistant plants. You see them in highway plantings and such. So it's a good indication that they're very sturdy.
But the Diamond Heights here also tends to trail, which is fun.
Spreads and trails. It's a low-growing Ceanothus.
Now, last, let's talk about something. This is a native. This is something that grows out in our forests already, but tell us about this this one.
This is a Snowberry, so yeah, great for the Pacific Northwest. It tolerates some wet soil, and you'll see some other varieties coming out into garden stores that have blushes to the berries and such that are really great.
Well, you know, you can find all of these great finds out here at Farmington Gardens, and you can also get all the information from Claire and the great staff on how to grow them, their pruning, sunshade, all of that stuff that we all want to know about. So for more information, go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to Farmington website. Thanks so much, Claire.
Thanks.